Well, here I am on the other side of the tape.
I'll tell you a little about decorations that we got around here. And today, at what happened, in the galley, we got all kind of Christmas decorations on the hanging from the ceiling and on the doors, and we got a Christmas tree with Christmas lights on it. It's an artificial tree, of course. And then in our EM club, we got a Christmas tree in there with Christmas decorations on, Christmas lights, but it seemed like they haven't turned on the Christmas lights. They probably do that Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And you go out here, and when you're coming right in the gates, we have a Christmas tree with that big pine tree with Christmas lights on it, and it's got Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And around, we got signs of peace on earth and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. There's one especially I took a picture of. I don't know if it's going to turn out or not. It's down by our church, and it's a Christmas tree made out of light, just strand up, just like light. So I took a picture of it, and it seemed like to me it was light enough outside. It's a real pretty tree, the way they made it up, and hope it turns out. Today we had some Vietnamese children come in, and it was especially for them, and we had a deal. Maybe you got some mail from us from over here about sending toys over here to the kids. Well, this is for a program, Toys for Tots. And there was guys that elected for being a big brother, they called it. And they showed the kids around the base, and they had two groups that came in. They all got toys, and they showed them cartoons, showed them around the base a little bit, and they showed them cartoons. And after that, you go out, and Santa Claus was walking around with one group. Yeah, we had a Santa Claus over here. He's a guy, must weigh about 250 pounds, so he didn't need any kind of stuffing to make up Santa Claus at all. He's a big fella. Well, I took some pictures of that with the kids, and after they came from the EM club, or beer hall, after the cartoon, they went over to Galley and they had cake and ice cream, so this was really probably a big thing for these kids, because they probably never had anything that's like before in their life, especially ice cream. And they might have had a little bit of cake or something like that, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have any ice cream before in their life. I know all of them probably went for it real good, because like all the other little kids, they usually do like ice cream. So, I found out that some of the kids didn't know what the ice cream was. They just looked at it until they started seeing the other kids start eating it, and they all dug in after it. Well, today's been really a pretty day, and you look out, and it's really been calm too. And they had a swim call. They still got swim call going now, and go swimming. And I heard the water's still warm, pretty warm. So they probably have a swim call next week around. It's Christmas. It's kind of funny. You go and swimming in the wintertime. It's Christmas. Instead of being snow on the ground, you got nothing real warm, 80 to 90 degree weather, and so on. Cockeyed flies over here are doggone the mosquitoes now back at the base here. It's doggone flies. They really give you a heck. Oh, I'm trying to tell you something. Think of something. I'm going to stop for a little bit now and see if I can think of something else. I just got a good thing to tell you about now is you heard about Bob Hope being over here and everything like that. And we were supposed to build an amphitheater that fits 5,000 people. And they had a deadline on it before Christmas because Bob Hope was supposed to come here and give us a show for the USO, but I heard that they don't have a deadline on it anymore. They're not rushing like they did at first, so I don't know if Bob Hope's going to be here up in our area or not, area of July. But he He'd probably be down in Saigon and that area, and all around giving shows. If he does come up here, if he does come after Christmas, I won't have a chance to see him in the show. But before Christmas, I might. Like I said before, I leave 25th December, Christmas morning, to go to Tokyo. Go to Tokyo and see Tokyo Road. Now when I'm
here back at the base, I'm working on the runway. We're tearing up old matting, they call it, and
fixing there's like holes that after a period the ground sinks or something, and there's holes and there's like a little gap in the runway, and we got to tear it up and
repair that. So the last since Monday, I've been doing this. Be a week tomorrow that I'll be working on the runway.
And on the hours I got now is from 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 6 o'clock at night, and then an hour for dinner. Then we go back to work at 7, and then we knock off at 10:30. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working
at 6 at
night. 6 at night and until 6 o'clock in the morning, but we're going to have a chow break about 12 o'clock
in the afternoon.
I don't mean in the afternoon, I mean at night. 12 o'clock midnight, we probably get an hour off. They probably have some food sent out to us and all that. I thought at first I would miss the movies at night here, but it seems like after we get off work, we
get off work at 10:30, and we get back
here, and I usually get cleaned up when we have a movie. And then from about 11:30 until 1, when the movie ever gets over with, we have soda and we can buy beers. That's in the morning, and after that I usually go to bed and don't get up until about 10 o'clock, so I get a pretty good night's sleep. Because I think after this new shift that I'm going on, I thought it would be a couple days before I get used to it, probably 2 or 3. And we're supposed to work these 2 weeks. We work this 2 weeks, and after that we go into a different shift. And I hope it's a day shift, and instead of this night stuff, because I don't think I'm gonna like that at all. Because it's gonna be awful warm in the daytime trying to sleep here, and all that. I think we're going to have a pretty good meal tonight. Just about every Sunday, every 2 weeks that we came in from the rock camp out there where I was, we usually had steak, so we probably had steak tonight, and potatoes and all that. One night last week we had well, I think they said it was turkey, but it tasted like pork to me. And it was really good with cranberries and all that. All the good stuff. Seems like this year I'll be missing a good Christmas dinner because I'll be in Penang waiting for my plane to take off to Tokyo, and it seems like it'll probably end up for me. I'll be in Penang at New Year's Eve. I won't have any time to spend New Year's Eve at all. But I think it's going to be worth it just to miss that, just to go to Tokyo, see how the people live there, and of course I'm going to take my camera along and get some pictures, but I hope it's not too cold, because if it is, I ain't going to get very many pictures at all. I wrote in letter yesterday to you that Timex watch that I have at home, the watch band's broken on it. I don't know if I told you this in the last tape or not, but I like to have it fixed and have a gold band and then send it over to me so I can have a watch. I was thinking of buying one over here, but I don't know why I should buy one when I got one home. So, I don't think it's going to need any cleaning, because if I haven't worn it that much, I think the only thing that's really going to be needed fixed on it is a new watch band put on it. We had a new battalion come over here, MCB 8, that relieved MCB 3 about a month ago, and last Monday, they were out in the road, and they had a big crane out there. They were repairing the road and the bridges, and the crane ran over a landmine and blew that up and tipped it over on its side. And this one guy seen these wires leaking to this house, and he was following these wires, and that blew up. But the only one good thing, nobody got killed out of the incident, but there was one guy who had his eye put out, they said, and a lot of them are hospitalized and are in pretty bad shape. But none of them got killed at all. But after that, about an hour or so after that, they caught 4 VC in the area, so it was probably the ones that did it. And after they did that, they followed the wire to the houses they were hooked up to, and they burnt down the houses too. So it was probably the Americans that did it instead of the Koreans, because the Koreans, I know, don't fool around with these VC over here at all. Because one day we were working out at artillery, and we went by, and there was 4 of them there, and we didn't go out there the next morning, but this other crew did, and they said they were still sitting there the next morning, and about 2 hours later, they heard a lot of gunfire going off, and when they were driving back at night, go back to the camp, they said they saw 4 fresh graves. So you can see that these Koreans out there don't mess around with them at all. But I don't think they should. They should get what they want out of them, and that's it. That's my point of view, and get rid of them. There was another incident happened out at artillery. This one Korean, these guys were going to go out and patrol, and he chickened out twice. They went out, and they had to come back and get him twice, and the third time, and he chickened out. They came back, and they found him in the club, and they took him outside, and then they shot him in the arm, and then they just threw him in the truck and went out on the patrol again. So I tell you, those Koreans, some of them, looks like they live like animals to me. So there was another incident that happened here too, that the Koreans found out there was some VC in the village down the way, and they went in there and went through the village and killed everybody in the village, men and women and children. They just wiped out the whole cockeyed village too. So I think I'm going to get off this bloody raid of VC and Korean and try to tell you a little bit more around the area. Well, it's tape's just about through with. I think I got about 7 more feet to play on it. And I don't know if I told you on another tape or not, but last tape you sent to me, it seemed like 3/4 of it, I couldn't understand hardly anything that anybody said on it, because it was going fast and slow, so I set up the speed a little bit faster on mine. I don't know if it's going to help out or not, but the best thing you can do is try and find out. So, I got 2 Christmas trees here, one from Matt that she sent to me and yours, and I took some pictures. I had some batteries in my camera. I put and the doggone flash bulb didn't work. Took 2 pictures. I don't know, it might turn out. I doubt it very. The light was coming in pretty bright, but if it does, it does, and if it don't, it don't, so. Because I can't, this flash attachment I got on mine don't work too hot. And I usually don't try to take any pictures with it if I can't, because other things don't work very well. Well, I'm going to have to close out for now because the page is about done with, and I hope you get this for Christmas, before Christmas, so you can all listen to it. So, see you real soon. Lots of love, Ron.
I know she always likes to say something to you, and she always has to keep after Grandpa to do writing, because he always forgets things so easily. I'm just about running out on this tape, and I'm going to watch it real close, so I can get my goodbye in too. The next letter you write, or the next tape you send a little warm weather. Mom's ready for some more 60 or 70 degrees of weather. This 10 degrees and 18 degrees. This is just too darn stinking cold to suit me. I get cold, and I'm cold all day, and all I do is shiver. I don't like it. Well, everybody here is fine, and I think I better say so long now. And we're sending all our love, and please take good care of yourself and write whenever you can. And I'll write as often as I can. Of course, I'm going to be getting busy now with the holidays coming up, making my pies and things. But I'll write as much as possible. And I'll be writing in a few days again and tell you the latest from home. And I'm sending all our love, and Chi-Chi's too. And I'll see you soon. Bye, Ronnie.